This is Browny's Podcast!
Hey, we're back. We're back for the last time. This is going to be a big podcast, gang, because we're all going to the Cup tomorrow together as a unit. Bex here. Say hello.
Hey.
Big John is finally in the studio.
Great excitement. I'm so rapt to see. Give you a big cuddle today, especially you, Beck. Not so much you, roughheads, but we've got a special guest in the audience today.
Oh, Dog, how you going first?
I'm going really well. I just need to clarify that
Yes.
opening sentence. We are going in together, but I won't be with you.
What are you
on
talking
Melbourne Cup
about?
Day. I've got to work. You know me. I'm a
you're a hard
workhorse.
worker.
What?
I couldn't go to our first ever function because I was in Launceston working. Tomorrow I'll be on SEN track all day from 10 till 6, but I will come out on the train with you
No
guys.
man works harder than Campbell
I agree.
Brown. He's busier than a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad, you are.
We're catching the train.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll catch the train with you guys. I thought we might get a stretch Hummer or something like that, but if
No.
it's a train you want, it's a train we'll get.
We are men and lady for
Yes.
the people, aren't we?
Beck, do you have a fascinator?
I do. I have one ready, but one.
Oh, really?
Yes. You're seriously going to get on the train with us?
100%.
This doesn't feel like you're going to be on the train with us.
No, I will. I promise. I'll be there.
9:30, we're meeting at Flinders
Flinders
Street
Street.
Station.
Gonna
Done.
be there?
Okay, done.
Bullshit.
Mate, I'm telling you.
Make sure you're there.
Bros, how are you, brother?
Yeah, good boys. I went to the races actually on Derby Day on Saturday.
Highlights?
It was a big day, but I wore my wedding tux. I thought that was going to be nice for the occasion, but the drink got the best of me, and I started to try and limber up a little bit later that night, and I've caused a very large root down the side of my pants.
Oh,
You
which is an
ripped your
issue.
wedding tux?
Yeah, it was a bad decision, but regrets we all have.
Oh, how did you do that?
Well, I tried to. They were dropping some pretty filthy bangers, so I tried to lower myself down a little bit just to get down with the beat. And as I've stretched, obviously because they're tailored pants and they're meant to be very tight, it's just a little tear in the side that's like.
Was that at the Don Julio block party to the Beverly?
It was at
Yeah, I
the
saw you
after.
there.
It was at the after party doing
Saw
some
you
of my best
there.
work.
Wait a minute. You two were at an after party for Don Julio Tequila, both of you.
Yes, and
Oh,
block
yeah.
party played. Welcome to the gang as well for people that have completely ruined their wedding tuxes. I did mine going down the wrong way of the escalators at Dragon Eye in Hong Kong. I got halfway down and I was inebriated and I got the staggers up, but I'd committed to getting to the bottom at Lang Kwai Fong in Hong Kong, and I hit the deck.
Yeah.
Hurt myself, ripped my pants, and it took me back up to the top like weekend at Bernie's. So if you wear your wedding pants enough, you break them all.
My groomsmen ripped which we'll talk to one of the groomsmen later on, but they got nice shirts, so and Coles decided to lash out and buy the boys a suit. Except they had to buy their own shirts. So
That's fair.
they bought their shirts, and at the end of the night, they decided to rip the sleeves off their shirt. Sort of a bit of over-the-top style, Sylvester Stallone, Schwarzenegger style, on the dance floor at the wedding after party, except for one man that was too tight to rip his sleeves off, because that was the one part. No, it was our man Mugsy. That was the one part of the outfit that he actually shelled out a bit of cash for and actually bought.
Right on cue. In the studio. It's been far too long. Mugsy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. JB, thanks for having me
Yes.
again, boys.
Pleasure.
And guys. And Beck, good to see you.
Looking forward
on
to the
mic.
quiz. You're back for
Yes,
the quiz.
back for the quiz. Finally got the call back up after getting the Coke and sauce. Anyway, I'm back. But JB, I just want to follow that up with the ripping the sleeves off. I did it out of respect.
Yeah.
It wasn't being a tight ass as much as I probably am, but no, I did it out of respect. I saw Mary and Brian there and all the family, and obviously I'm a Muggerman, so my family are there as well. So I did it out of respect.
I thought it was a bit weird, Brown Dog, when Possum, Timmy Nodding, Marcus Pico, my cousin, and Beards ripped their sleeves off. The
It's
speeches
unusual
weren't even
behaviour.
finished.
Yeah.
Unusual behaviour. Beaten only by, I went to Corey Fulton's wedding, and the bridesmaids just did the flash.
Did they really?
They did the flash for the crowd.
What do you
I
mean?
thought, ooh,
What, the entire bridal party flashed all the guests.
flash their boobs, Deano. Have you ever seen
seen
Norbs? You ever seen bath plugs before? They
Not in
flash
real
for
life.
the audience.
Not in real life. That's unbelievable.
It's unusual wedding behaviour. It might be sort of Bucks party behaviour. But not the
It's a
actual
great
wedding.
ending to the
Dog,
speeches.
Dog,
Put an
that's-
exclamation mark on it.
That's It's Bucks party behaviour. That's a wild wedding, man.
That's gold. Hey, one of our big bros is rolling with the world's biggest earring, right?
And porno, Mo.
And he was getting a lot of feedback Saturday night about
What's wrong
that
with
earring.
that?
What do you mean? Is it the earring you're wearing now, or
It
a bigger
is.
one?
It's a new fashion statement that I've just gone with, and I thought
Why?
Oh, just because it looks good.
I like it.
Category.
Does
Do
it
you
like
like
it?
it?
Adelaide
Do you approve
Bogan.
of it? What?
What's going
You're
on
a
here?
good catch with a split in your wedding pants
Yeah,
and
it
an
was-
earring now.
The races did get the better of me.
How
Thanks, eh?
good's this week, though? You know, there's probably none. I think it's better than grand final week.
Oh,
race
well,
week.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we
it's
have
just
to
there's
work
4
grand final
days
week.
for starters.
It's true.
And we have to work grand final week, but it's just fair. And now, when you get the weather, it's just a bonus, isn't it? It's the cherry on top. So we'll be able to go to Flemington tomorrow. Beck, have you been to the races ever before?
Never.
So you're making your debut on Melbourne Cup
Wow.
Big,
Yeah, with the boys.
big.
With the boys,
Dog,
no, it's gonna be fantastic.
Let's get back to you. What the fuck? You met Matt Damon?
Day. Yeah.
I did, yeah. Look, I was there hosting a marquee. I must say off the top, my tipping since Guinea's day's been ordinary. I need to bounce back, having a hell of a lot of seconds, and I don't like it. And halfway through the day, Lauren Phillips is a great friend of mine, has been for forever, and she was in the Lexus marquee. So in between one of my little breaks, made my way to the Lexus marquee. Flashed in my media accreditation because I wasn't on the door list there. I wasn't invited. But had to
Hard to
duck-
get an invite at Lexus.
very, yeah. But I ducked in there and said good day to Lauren and Paul, her fiance, and Pia Miller and a few of the crew that were there. And she said, Dog, I want you to meet a friend of mine. What? And I turned around and it was Matt Damon.
Shit.
Who's in her sort of inner sanctum.
They're proper mates.
Yeah, and
Good
and
Will Hunting.
said g'day to him. We had a bit of a chat. It was his first time to the races as well. Asked for a tip, so I gave him a couple of tips.
Wait,
And they didn't
Another
run
of the
that well.
degenerates that followed Brown
Did
Dogs.
you cost Matt Damon money?
Yes.
I did,
For
yeah.
sure. Odds on.
Only one of my tips got up. It was Riff Rocket in the derby.
Mate, Bill Vlahos is a safer bet than you are. Fine. You know Bill Vlahos, that guy that came
Dollar
up with
bill.
the betting Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
We ripped everyone
the
off.
edge, the edge. He stole millions.
I'd
up
rather
there.
give money to Bill Vlahos than Brown Dog. Don't worry about that.
What did Matt Damon smell like?
He smelled good. No, he was there with his. He was there with his wife.
What's she like?
She's lovely. I was taller than him. At one stage, he
Wait
did
a minute.
sort
Just
of.
congratulations.
That's an
Congratulations,
interesting one.
mate.
At one stage, he did say to me,
No one asked.
Oh, that's interesting.
when you're
did that make you feel more
177
manly?
centimetres, if you're taller than someone, you need to really make the most of it. But
Did you feel superior than him because you were taller?
well, you do. I get intimidated by taller guys. But he did say it once, hey, how you going? You know, I wanted to present an air of confidence. So I said to him, mate, I'm airborne. And he said, nice to meet you, Air. I'm Jason. Jason Bourne.
Oh, yeah. Well done. Well worked.
Did he really? Or you just joking?
And then he said, don't tackle me, because obviously Lauren had told him that I used to play footy. So
and you're a thug.
that was about, I got a selfie with him,
Yeah.
made my way back into
Did you show him
the
my mark of
marquee.
the year?
I didn't, but I should.
Mugsy, did you know that Browny ran into Pamela Anderson and failed to produce his mark of the year to show her?
Didn't show her.
I got stage
Nah.
fright.
Yeah.
I got stage. Well,
There's
it was in
nothing
the
wrong with
lobby of a Canadian hotel a few weeks ago. And It
Yeah.
just caught me unawares, and I didn't have YouTube ready to go.
Was
It
Matt
a miss.
Damon... Yeah, imagine him fumbling around trying to find his mark of the year while Pammy Anderson's going, what is happening?
The
right
real reason that he didn't want to go up to her and show the mark is because when he saw he got an erection.
A bus fan.
That would have been really.
Thank you, Dino.
Would have been
Thanks for the
uncomfortable to go
correction.
up there, especially with Coles next to him.
Well, I had a backpack on at the time. I should have turned it around and put it on the front.
There's a hell of a lot of name dropping going on at the moment. Eddie Vedder, Pamela Anderson,
Yeah,
Matt
that's big.
Damon.
That's
There's-
big. That's
they're
big.
big
Well,
names.
well, it comes to think about it, is a place to see famous people in the
Correct.
race, isn't it? So if you keep your eye out, which so tomorrow, Beck, we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled. Have to have the mark of the year ready, just on show, ready to go, because we will see a famous person at some stage, if not several.
Beck, who's the most famous person you've ever met anyway?
I wouldn't know, honestly.
Sure, Jonathan?
Most famous, I'd have to... I didn't meet Pamela Anderson, did I?
No, because you're a coward.
yeah,
Definitely
I
Eddie
was-
Vedder. 100%.
Well, Eddie Vedder, Samuel L. Jackson. And
Oh, that's big.
I wouldn't say I endeared myself to Samuel L. Jackson because in an interview, when
Oh, you and Pang.
me and Pang were interviewing him with Kurt Russell, it was for the Hateful Eight,
yes,
the
it.
movie that came out years ago.
Tarantino.
I was a little bit nervous and it ran out of questions, out of mental block. And then Pang's turned to me and I've just spat out, how do you remember your lines? And he goes, it's my job. And I'm like, fuck. And then at the end of the interview, he sort of, he knew we were struggling there. At the end of the interview, I said, oh, this is our first interview, by the way. He goes, oh, you should have told us, motherfucker. And So then we relaxed, and then it was a good interview after that. But geez, he kept
man.
the pressure on, didn't he?
Dog, who you got? 'Cause
Probably
Matt
The
Damon-
Rock.
Oh, you
Would the Rock be bigger than Matt Damon?
I'd say yes.
Yeah,
Group
I'll give you
vote?
that.
Yes.
I'll give you that.
We're all
Hulk
saying-
Hogan? I meant
nah.
Hulk Hogan.
Well, back in the 90s, he would have been.
Yeah.
What were the Rock's circumstances?
He was coming here to promote a movie, so had to do some movie review question.
Muggsy, who you got?
Apart from JB,
Thank you.
maybe Lloyd Banks had a G Unit. You know him?
I do know Lloyd Banks out
The
of
50 Cent G Unit.
Where was what?
I was smoking blunts with him after a concert. No.
Hey, Brown Dog, Paris Hilton.
Yeah, but I think that's true. The Rock's bigger than Paris.
Any other? Any
Well,
other?
Tyson
sort
Fury
of,
come to town and stamped his ticket.
any other reality stars?
Kourtney Kardashian.
That's
Ooh,
me.
that is big.
That could
in terms
win.
of worldwide.
She's bigger than The Rock.
All right, I got Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You knocked us out of the park there.
That's when you applied for to join Scientology cult. Yeah?
I did, yeah. They wouldn't let me in because I failed the piss
You're
test.
too normal.
What did you ask Tom Cruise?
I asked him about an existential question about being yourself, thinking he'd just get weirded out because I wanted some kind of awkward interaction. What happened was instead he grabbed my shoulder, I fucked me, and gave me a 4-minute answer that he looked through my soul.
Did he?
Oh yeah, man, it was wild.
No, you should get that. Put that on the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna find it. I'll find it. But also, I met Arnie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Really?
big.
When he came to do his Arnie Strongman thing, I was at a huge press conference talking to him about how I order too much Uber Eats.
Right.
And he's saying, because I told him I can't get rid of my tits, and he's giving me all this advice. And then someone stole the audio equipment. Remember that
And you
saga?
lost that. And you lost it.
So there's no proof
I
of me
reckon
and
Arnie's a
Arnie.
good fella.
Mate, he's a
Well,
ripper.
he's very warm
Yeah.
and welcoming. Usain Bolt. I remember
That's
Usain.
dog shit.
Well, no, Usain Bolt was good. He tried to.
But that's
actually,
not...
he tried to pick Coles up.
Did he?
One night.
Usain?
Yeah, Usain.
Oh, the dirty
I just
bugger.
had to move over. Look at God. A bit of a difference over the 100-metre sprint, but
Usain doesn't enter the conversation of the last 7 names we just mentioned.
well, mate, did he win the 100-metre sprint three
Yeah,
times?
he's
in a row?
pretty big.
Tom
Mate,
Cruise, brother.
Quickest man
Matt
on
Damon.
earth.
have you met Usain Bolt?
I have, yeah.
You got a story for us?
No.
It felt like you were teeing him up
Yeah,
for
didn't
something
it?
there.
No, you met him.
Yeah, he's Johnny Stevenson's good mate. He's come to the races a few times, and he's another one that I've given shit tips to.
Rhodes.
Oh, here we go.
Most famous, probably Andrew O'Keefe, the great man.
Andrew
Yeah, I've
O'Keefe.
spent a bit of time with Andrew O'Keefe
Over a
the
glass barbecue together.
He's a pretty nice guy. That was kind of like the wheels were shaking at that point, but they were still well and truly on the car. And I think they came off well after that. Fair to say. But yeah, good man, Andrew O'Keefe.
Well, Muggsy's here. We brought him in for 2 reasons. Just to look at his beautiful face, but also to analyse footage that has been unearthed. How old were you during this footage?
Be 20, late 20s.
Okay.
Maybe 27, 28. Probably
All right.
13 years ago, I think it was.
We're going to
Back
take
in the
some
playing
ads
days.
and describe what we're about to see because, Jonathan, the footage is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it is. Really is.
Ads. Back in a second.
This is Brownie's Podcast!
Welcome back to Brownie's Podcast, one of our favourite people on this planet Earth. Pitbull himself, Mugsy. How you going?
Ladies and gentlemen, I just love saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of my go-to.
Very good on the bus trip too, by the way, Mugsy. Glad you survived. You got caught with Uncle Martin there a few times.
I did.
You were magnificent. But last Saturday night, I had the great pleasure of being inducted into the AFL Queensland Hall of Fame, Deano.
Brother! What?
A very exclusive induction class.
Well done.
Along with 86 other entrants.
Really?
Mate,
Takes the gloss off it a bit, doesn't it?
Mate, I turned up, I sort of had the chest pumped out. And
family were with
the
you?
Family was there. Coles was beside me. I looked around the room and I thought, and then the MC started. Jason Dunstall, Chief, was in charge. And then when he said, well, tonight's going to be a long night, so I need everyone to pay attention. There's going to be 87 inductees.
Wait a minute.
Kidding me, aren't you?
Chief had to announce all 87 names.
All 87 names.
Surely-
And had to do their biography. All 87.
They all didn't speak, did they? And
No, not everyone
thank
spoke.
God, dog.
Acker had to speak at some stage. But when you think 87, I thought, well, surely Brown Dog. No, time went by. No Campbell Brown. Hey, the rise of the sun. I thought you would have been there as one of the pioneer Gold Coast Suns. But surely our man who still holds the QAFL goal-kicking record, a 4-time premiership player,
What?
including 4 goals in the last 10 minutes of a grand final to get the mighty Panthers
Really?
home.
What?
None other than the great Sean Muggerman.
I was unaware
Mate,
of your CV.
Same, man.
he holds a record and was not inducted into the Queensland Hall of Fame.
Legitimate question. Was Mugsy a good footballer back in the day?
Mate, he was a star.
Really?
He was an absolute
I
star.
was all right. No, I think I'm happy to take all that, and you're right on all of it. Maybe a little bit, a couple of hundred goals too many you put on top, but that's all right. I'll still go off.
How many
it.
goals did you kick total?
In Queensland footy, about 600 or 700.
Wow, man.
Yeah, played in 4-time premiership player at Morningside.
Tell us about grand final day one day. The boys, I was down home, okay? Couldn't be there to see Mugsy turn it on one day in a grand final. And the boys were texting me, they're taking great pleasure in the fact that Mugsy had one handball at 3/4 time. That's it. One solitary stat, and it was a handball, which for a full forward is not great.
Dismal.
They were down by about 5 goals. All of a sudden, I didn't receive many more text messages after that, because what happened, Mugs?
Mate, that's a true story. We're playing Labrador 2010, and they went out. They'd never won one for like 30, 40 years, and they went out and got Spider Everett, Trent Noble, I think he was at Lions with you, Browny, Aaron Shaddick, and Possum Notting.
Yes.
So they went out and bought out these big AFL players to play for them.
Stack the team.
Stack the team.
Was there heaps of reverse raffles that year that Spider
Yeah,
did?
they looked after it. Yeah. Anyway, so we were going for, it was our fourth, but our back-to-back with 109. And we got into the last quarter, and you're right, JB, went into the 3/4 time huddle with pretty much donuts and gone missing, gone cold, could not get
How are you feeling?
Absolute, yeah, dog
Bad.
shit.
Yeah, of course, beside the game.
Mate,
Were you
Our
smoking?
mates were taking great glean at that.
yeah.
So were you
love you.
smoking cigarettes at the time at half time?
I think I was on the vape. No, the vapes went out then. Yeah, I was on the darts, on the Melbourne Reds. I think Pikey gave me a few, actually. No, but literally went in 3/4 time, had one handball, I think it was, maybe a kick. Last quarter, Tim Notting went into an open goal for his fourth for Labrador to put him up by 4 goals. I think it was 22, 24 points.
Yes.
Gone, we were gone. They had the momentum.
Game over.
We got on top, and I'll tell you why we got on top. Tommy Hickey, who ended up playing for Gold Coast.
Right, yeah, I played with him.
Yeah, and a few other clubs. He was 18-year-old. He got drafted off that. He dominated the ruck. He got on top of Noble and Everett. And then it just come and the floodgates. I clunked one, let out, clunked one, kicked it. Thought, hang on a minute, me tail's up here. And I just went bang. I kicked 4 goals, 2 in about 12 minutes.
And won the game.
And we won by the game. We kicked 8 in a row. We won by 4 goals. True
No
story.
one knew that.
You son of a bitch!
It's on YouTube as well there, bro. Look it up. The highlights, the last quarter highlights.
That's what you live for.
Speaking of
unbelievable.
YouTube, Brody, let's pull up the video. Now, what year are we about to watch this footage from?
Yeah, probably around that time when I kicked 4 in the last quarter.
So the footage is of Muggs. He's inside the forward 50.
He's picked
Well,
the
no.
footy
So
up,
the thing
ground
is,
ball.
I'll just stop you there. The thing is, I was actually outside the forward 50 for the
Okay,
first time in
right.
my career.
Okay, sure.
That's why I don't know where I am.
Sure.
That's what
Good agility. You got down nice and low for a ground ball. Picked
Sure.
it up clean. You're looking for some space.
broke the first bloke's
Mate, look at that. You know when you put spinach in a hot pan and it
Yeah,
disappears? That's what happened to Mugsy.
What about-
You were absolutely shit mixed there.
Shit mix.
No peripheral vision at all.
No.
Muggsy's teammates looked after him about as well as Jeffrey Epstein's prison guards looked after him.
Mugsy had more chance of surviving mushroom dinner at Erin Patterson's.
Oh! Mugsy displayed the awareness of Brody's broadcasting stuff.
Mugsy, look at you. You're deleted now. You are deleted. You
Don't-
failed to exist.
David Hicks felt safer in Guantanamo Bay than you did out there on the footy
If
field.
you watch carefully, he actually teleports. At that moment, he just
does.
appears in a field in China.
Can we go
on the
again,
other
bros?
side of the earth.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Oh, bang! He was hit so hard, he turned into one of Dog's vape clouds.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. He's hit so hard that the whiplash cancels out the concussion. Stunning. It's unbelievable footage.
Very good gear.
Thank you for that.
Oh, no
So
worries.
did you?
You're
A couple of things. One, did you bounce back to your feet? Were you okay?
Yeah, so well, after 10 minutes. But no, first of all, look at broke bloke's ankles. 22, took him on. The boys, 4 blokes in front of me, teammate, called for a handball.
Yeah. Give
How
it
about
to
you
him.
put a block on?
Why don't you give the handball?
Because I was having a shot.
Dog, when teammates fail to protect a forward like that, does that say something greater about their love for Mugsy?
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
We're sick of him kicking goals, getting the goal kicking awards.
Yeah, so no, I come out of the forward 50, didn't know where I was, obviously got rid of the first bloke, did not obviously see the big fella coming. And JB, I believe that it is your brother-in-law, Brad Adams, was housemate at the time. It's Eastlake. Eastlake Footy Club from Canberra, because they come into the NEFL. They were there, and the big fella.
Was my father-in-law there?
He was. He come down to the goal square. When I
Billy.
finally got up, dog, so get back on yours, finally got up after about 10 minutes, winded. I'd rather, and I've boxed before, I'd rather get knocked out, I'd rather get punched in the head by Mike Tyson. You get winded, the life flashes before you.
Oh, man.
I thought I was gone, mate. I was... The runner come out and said, Muggaloosh, get up, mate. And I said, I can't breathe.
Your teammates protected you as well as prison guards protected Jeffrey Epstein.
Unfortunately, that's already been said.
I can't believe he's just done that. I cannot believe he's done that. You know when you stop listening? Joe, it's a perfect example of how much this mother actually listens. Campbell's podcasting style is to sit there and let nothing in and just let stuff out. Nothing goes in.
Goes out. Mate, why have you got those headphones on?
Unbelievable.
They are useless. They are a prop.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know whether it was said or not.
I reckon broke 2 ribs, but kept playing.
Yeah, you're a brave man and one of the great men of Queensland football, we've just found out. Now, Dog, this has come to us late. This caller, this irate caller, explain it for us so we can all enjoy.
Oh, it's all of us, that we enjoy a bet, and I assume that most punters do, and certainly we do.
I got a bet. I got a horse run tomorrow too. So if you do want to bet, Big Swan.
Oh, great. I can't wait to earn all like all your other tips.
Hey, you can't accuse me of being like Brown Dog. I'm in a purple patch. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're
Okay?
right.
So, George, he's obviously had a tough day at the office. He's had a few bets, and the results haven't gone his way. And every now and then, as a punter, you get frustrated. You need to take it out on someone, and he's decided he's going to ring up the betting agency and take it out on the customer service.
Dave speaking.
Is this your manager?
Yes, it is.
Mate, I just got the $1.5 grand. Are you going to partially report my next bet?
I'm not sure how I can help you, George. Obviously,
You got $1.5 grand, you mother. Are you going to partially accept my next bet?
George, obviously you're not interested in actually talking to me. You're more interested in telling me you want to kill me, so I'm more than happy to talk to you. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, I just lost my last few bets. What are you going to do? You're going to partially accept my next bet too?
I won't pass comment on that, George.
Hey?
I won't pass comment on that, George.
Wait a minute. You said you only allow me to win some a day. I'm down on the day. What? You're going to
I did not say at any stage it was something to do with winning per day. You are partially accepted to win, as in odds to a certain value per bet placed.
What's that at the moment?
I will have a
know what we're dealing with.
I will certainly have a look at that for you, George.
Oh, you can do that, can't you?
Yes, I can. I'm certainly able to do that for you. Because
You can limit how much money you give out, but you don't limit how much won't take. You
Okay, George.
what a betting agency
You are currently.
officeman on you.
Okay, George, you're more than welcome to do so. You currently have odds to win.
Hey.
Would you like to listen to the answer to your George? Actually, you don't want to listen to the
Big
answer.
gambler, you moron. You've got people with 100,000 on the.
Okay. Obviously, you have an issue with us, George. I'm happy to end the phone call. Thank you very much. You have a lovely evening. Would you like me to answer your question, or you want to continue abusing me?
Get on with it.
I've been trying to answer your question there, George. You have odds to $1,000. So you can win a maximum of $1,000 per bet at the current price the bet is being placed at.
And what else if I keep winning? You're going to juice it, are you?
I cannot pass comment on that, George. That is
You
not my make.
You wait till I cut your balls off.
Okay, you have a lovely evening.
Poor old George has had a bad day. How professional was the customer
That is
service?
unbelievable. That sounded like you on our helicopter a couple of years ago for our Christmas party when you were losing all that money on the chopper.
Mugs,
Only to win it all back right at the end.
we went to a winery for our Christmas party in a helicopter. Beautiful time. We're coming home at dusk.
Yeah.
The sun's going down. The sky's orange. Beautiful. Friendship in the sky.
Yeah.
And you pan across and Dog's just furiously arguing at a horse on his phone.
Yes, I'd asked the pilot driver to lower us down a little bit so I could get reception. Just to put a couple of bets on in the sky.
Now, Beck, just be careful tomorrow, okay? We don't want to hear any of that language from you. First-time gambler tomorrow, so gamble responsibly.
Yep.
Will do.
Okay.
No one wins. Remember that. Even Dog, and he's a professional. No one wins. Am I right?
Absolutely. Oh, no, big, hang on. Big Swan will be winning tomorrow.
Mate,
Big Swan will be winning.
JB has become one of the great leviathans of horse racing and
you.
dog ownership. Not only has he got runners tomorrow, he's got another massive couple of chances throughout the.
Am I the new Tony Santic?
I think you are. You've
Yes,
got
you
your,
are,
your
brother.
dog. Your dog's running in the Top Gun at the Meadows on Saturday night.
Absolutely.
Group
Can't
one.
wait. It'll be fantastic out at the Meadows Saturday night. Get out there, big crowd.
Yep.
After being at the rail, I might come down for Stakes Day as well.
Flemington to the Meadows.
How good. What a week. I told you it's
Just-
the best week in Victoria, in Melbourne.
Just a reminder. What time at Flinders Street Station tomorrow?
9:30 tomorrow.
On the choo-choo. We're going on the choo-choo.
Come along and say good day. Are we publishing this today? Monday?
When's
We're
this come out?
publishing this today.
Yeah, roughly.
Come and say good day to us. If you want to jump on the train with us, come in at 9:30 tomorrow. It'll be fantastic.
Obviously, you can't come in with us, so you can just go home once you get on the train. But all the same.
Well, there's actually still tickets available, so you can go to Ticketmaster.
Okay, right,
to
right,
get
right.
tickets, if you want to get to Flemington tomorrow,
Sure.
there's still tickets available.
And Jonathan's MyKey card is unlimited, so he can pay for anyone that wants to get on that choo-choo train. You
Absolutely,
understand?
yes. And I might shout the members if the horse wins tomorrow, John Singleton style.
That's right.
Do you know that, Deano?
No.
You ever heard that story? John Singleton, know his name,
Yes.
famous marketing man in Sydney. He's won golden slippers in the past. Famously shouted the bar,
Yeah.
except for the members.
Yeah, just the general
public.
Just after
After his
tackling,
horse won.
just after tackling the current Prime Minister of Australia, Bob Hawke, to the ground in the mounting yard.
Horseplay.
Yeah, well, they were part owners in the horse, so he's tackled him to the ground.
Like a celebration tackle.
Yeah, because they were mates, and then he shouted the bar, but not the members.
Mugsy, when you tackled your cousin Jonathan here while he was playing AFL football and broke his ribs,
Off the balcony.
Off the balcony.
Slapfest day.
can you take us through your thinking there, brother?
He's annoying me. He'd had, he reckons he'd had 23 cans, I think it was.
No, 23 crownies.
23
And I was
crownies.
halfway through me 24.
The pride of the
Mugsy
fleet.
was jealous.
Yes.
Pride of the fleet, exactly.
There's plenty of mayo on that story. But
He was
anyway.
jealous that I was going to get through the slab.
And Lethal never found out that you injured his star player.
Yeah, nah.
Thank God.
Jesus.
Keep on the D-line.
You
Your
did
mum's
cut,
word.
they did fall off a second level balcony as well.
Yeah,
so
went to
you-
hospital.
You're quite lucky.
And
that-
JB, the arrogance of him,
could be
when we
alive.
went to the hospital, they got the surgeon or the big doctor out of Warrnambool out of bed, and they get in there and they had a wheelchair for him, and he said, nah, Eric, nah, not get in it. I said, get in the wheelchair. Nah. Walk behind the wheelchair. The bloke pushed an empty wheelchair.
Really?
JB wouldn't get in it.
And he was smoking in the hospital, I'm
he
told, as
smoked in
well.
the hospital
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
wild.
I smoke bombed it
And
out
then
of
he,
the hospital
then he
after.
escaped.
Yeah, I escaped.
That's a true story.
I,
At my house.
I think it's called absconding. And so coppers
that's
were
what-
looking for me in Warrnambool.
That's what Clayton Oliver did earlier this year.
I think we had vastly different issues. But anyway, same result.
All right, we're going to come back and do the final quiz for the year where Brody's taking on someone called Pat. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh,
Big
is that
Pat.
why Mugsy's here?
Yeah, Mugsy.
Yeah.
I
I
was
was
going to
wondering why
host.
Mugsy was here.
But
thanks, mate.
you're going to be on the phone this time.
Yeah, I'll try to jump on the phone as well to
What do you
equal
mean
up
you
the playing
try?
field.
You're going to be on the phone.
We'll try.
Our ad's back in a second.
hey,
Mate,
guys.
should we have a prize? Have we got a prize for the...
It's embarrassing if we don't.
Well, what about if I get a couple of tickets for the races?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Call
sure.
my girl Liv at the
Okay.
VRC, and we'll get a couple of tickets to go to the Melbourne Cup tomorrow.
If Pat wins,
Yeah.
Pat gets 2 tickets.
Oh, well, we can get, if Brady wins, he can get a couple of tickets to go to the outer.
if Brody wins, he'll need to be protected more than the prison guards protect Jeffrey.
This is Brownie's Podcast!
Welcome back to Brownie's Podcast. Just, hey, everyone in the room, what time are we meeting at Flinders Street Station to get on the choo-choo?
9:30 in the AM.
In the AM?
Well, because you
In
can
the
get
AM.
there. Well, the first race is at 10:30 tomorrow at Flemington. And so we can get there and have brekkie, Deano. We'll have
Okay.
a coffee.
And we got hooked up with free tickets by the nice people.
Absolutely. VRC have been magnificent. So get along there. Not a bad seat in the house, Dino.
Okay.
Especially after Big Swan wins in the third race.
Who's Big Swan? Do you have a horse?
Yeah, Big
What?
Swan. Have you been listening? Yeah, his brown dog rubbing off on you. We've been
Actually,
talking
no.
about it last hour.
Is that you and Juddy's horse?
Yeah, me and Juddy's horse.
Gotcha. Okay, Muggs is here because he's going to host the trivia between Brody and a listener called Pat. Now, there's been a lot of criticism thrown at Brody because he gets to answer quicker than anyone on the phone. It's
true.
But now to combat that, we've got Brody on the phone. Brody, you there or what?
I'm here.
Okay. Any questions for Brody, anyone?
Nah, it's good that he's not writing the questions himself this week.
Brody, how do you answer all the critics out there that say you've got a
cheat,
a long-winded broadcasting style?
I would say I am very succinct, and I would just like to, for the record, to defend myself one more time.
There you go. Hey,
Not write the question.
I'll rest my case.
Already,
I'll
he
rest
just
my
uses
case.
27 words when 2 will do.
That was a simple yes/no question.
Actually, it's
I'll rest my
amazing how
case.
quickly you can tune out when he starts talking. It's like he hypnotizes you.
Truly
Now,
amazing.
taking on Brody, we have Pat. Pat, how you going?
Good, boys. How are we?
Excellent.
See,
Now,
succinct by Pat.
see,
Straight to the point.
take notes, notes, Brody. All right, now, host, I'll let you take it away as soon as the music kicks on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final edition of Trivia. Mugsy's Trivia, we're calling it.
Sure.
Brody
Still finding a
versus
sponsor, but anyway.
Brody versus Pat. It's good to be back for the last one. Thanks for that. We've got Pat there, and we've got Brody on the line, so
Yeah.
it's good to hear,
We're
boys.
gonna, hey, we're going to test their buzzers.
Okay.
Ask them to test their buzzers.
Can you test the buzzers, please, boys? Your name is your buzzer.
Brody.
There you go.
There we go.
And Pat, over to you.
Pat.
See?
All right, we need it loud. Brody, you're going to have to be loud.
Brody,
because
I hope you make love with more vigour
Oh,
than
jeez.
your buzzer.
I do
Because,
too.
mate, you'll be divorced in 6 months' time.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. Okay, boys, be ready to go. We're doing an AFL theme for this last one. I've got 7 questions. Name is your buzzer. Get it right, you'll get the 1 point. We'll go through it and we'll see who the winner is. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. What number did Buddy Franklin wear at Hawthorn at the start of his AFL career?
Patty.
Pat.
38.
Correct.
That is correct.
Really?
I got that as
What
well.
about that?
Okay. Question number 2. Boomer Harvey holds a games record of how many games?
Patty.
Pat again!
426.
Incorrect.
Free hit, Brody.
Go, Brods.
I was also going to go 426. I'm going to say 428.
Both wrong.
Incorrect.
432.
Well, there you go.
Interesting.
Okay, question number 3. Pat leads 1-0. Which player has won the most VFL AFL premierships?
Brody.
Brody's in.
Stop Googling.
Dermot Brereton.
Nope.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Incorrect. Pat for the steal.
For the steel, Pat.
Oh. Shiver.
Rhymes with
too
fuck.
long.
Too
Michael
long.
Tuck.
That was good.
7 times.
Correct.
What's
7
wrong with
times
you, blokes?
correct.
Do you guys even like football, for sake? Sorry.
I thought that might have been
Did
too
you
easy.
meet Michael Tuck, Brown Dog?
Certainly did. Yeah, he won 7 of them. Played in 10, I think.
Yes, there you go. Okay, boys.
7, I didn't know who it was.
Fair enough.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, that was a useless bit of information.
Question number 4. Who won the 2000, 2001 and 2003 Coleman medals?
Brody.
Brody.
Tony Lockett.
No.
Oh, brother.
Probably retired by then, wasn't he?
Oh, mate, well, truly.
Free hit, Pat.
Out. I got blank.
Gone blank. This is
Do
going.
you boys know? Just
Fraser Garrick.
No, Brown Dog.
Matty Lloyd.
Correct.
Well done, mate.
Of course.
All right.
Score check.
I've asked 4 questions and they've answered 1.
Grim.
All
All right.
right. 1-0. Brody's not on there.
Oh, okay,
I'm
right.
on
All right.
3.
Question number 5. 3 questions remaining. Who was named captain in the VFL AFL Team of the Century?
Brody.
Brody's up.
Stephen Silvani.
No.
Captain.
Didn't say
Captain.
Christ.
He was borderline lucky to be in the team.
Right. Free hit, Pat.
Oh, God, again, I've gone blank. No.
Mr. Football.
These two.
Teddy Whitten.
Oh, it's Teddy Whitten.
Oh,
Maybe
too
we'll
late.
have Brown Dog versus JB.
I've got to say, this is uninspired by the
No,
pair
what's
of
wrong with you, blokes?
We might have to
Are
edit
these
this
too hard,
out.
are they? Or?
They're pretty tough.
Mate, Sauce was still playing.
I've
that was a
got
good
3.
effort, by the way. His team of the century while he was still playing.
I'm not
Yeah.
editing a second of this. Here we go.
Okay. Who was the last player coach in VFL AFL history?
Pat.
Malcolm Blight.
No.
Incorrect.
No, Alex Jezelenko.
Correct.
Oh, no,
Oh, hang on.
no,
Brody gets a steal. What did you
Nah,
say?
Brody can't seal it
He
because he
wouldn't have
knows
got
the
Can't
answer
think of
now.
that.
All right. It's
These
still...
are a fraction tough.
What's the score?
Are they? Well,
No, well, it's footy master.
I know.
this is the grand final. This is it.
These are a fraction tough.
All right.
All right, so it's still
We're
1-0.
going to get a result here. It could be a draw.
Someone put a
That'll be
bullet in
trouble.
my head
Yeah.
right now.
Just goes to show when Brody doesn't write the questions, he's useless. He hasn't got one right.
And there are no Port Adelaide questions either.
Okay. Last question.
Last
Pat,
question.
If you get this, you win. Brody, if you get it, it's going to be a draw. And
If Brody gets it, we go to a tiebreaker.
Brody, if you get it, you keep your job.
Oh, that's
You
All right.
lose, you're out.
And I'll have Brady's job.
all right. Final question. Question number 7. What number did Paul Barnard wear at Essendon?
Pat,
Pat for the win.
16.
Woof, woof, woof. Big Pat.
You go on the races, right?
Absolutely. We're going to get hey, Paddy, you got space tomorrow or you're working?
I'm away, mate. I'm in your town. I'm in Warrnambool.
You poor bastard. What about the week? What about Thursday or Saturday?
Oh, I could try Saturday, yeah.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
Mate,
Anyway.
I'd like a little bit more enthusiasm.
Saturday for sure, yep.
Okay, Saturday, we'll get you a couple of tickets for Stakes Day. What do you reckon, Paddy? Happy with that?
Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Yeah, mate. Appreciate it.
Good boy. Thanks to the VRC.
Good on you, Pat Broads. Sorry about that, Broads. Anything to say?
It's a bit harder when you
Oh, it's-
write the questions yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
Got anything else to add, bro?
Anything else you want to add, Broads?
The phone sucks.
Damn it, I wanted to hang up on him, but he wouldn't talk for long enough. Come back in the studio, Broads, so we can wrap up the show. Mugs, thanks for coming in
Thank
for
you.
our final
Thanks for
show
having
of
me
the
back,
year.
boys. Thank you very much.
What are your highlights for the year, boys?
I think we'll be back next year, I assume.
Think so.
We will. Yeah.
One of my highlights was the bus trip. And
Bus trip was amazing.
just some of the things that were said to me that day by various people.
Yeah. Enlightening.
Some of the effort that went in from our listeners, like
Yeah, it's great.
the poems,
The moonshine.
the custom moonshine.
Yeah, the guys that live just next door to the Oval, but they came down to Melbourne to catch the bus up.
It's unbelievable. Extraordinary.
That was wild.
What about the bus driver? His temper.
Oh, man.
As the bus stops increased by the kilometre, he started blowing up. I thought, Jesus, we're a chance to get bombed here.
Getting a bus without a toilet was one of the great mistakes we've made.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a
And it
poor
was good to
decision.
finish up at my pub, the Nixon Hotel in Docklands.
Yeah, that's right, Mugsy's pub.
Why do you call that? Why are you?
Yeah,
Do you know the
he lives
owner?
there.
Yeah,
He
I pretty much live there. I do the trivia on a Thursday night.
Oh, yeah,
Get down there, and yeah, pretty much.
You were pathetic, though, Brent.
No, I was sick that day.
You were sick.
A couple of my highlights have been the great water worlds that have come across my desk. A lot of the listeners now send them to me.
Yep.
The monkey episode when those guys were on that stag party over in Africa and monkey snuck in the room and actually.
Yeah, I think we remember it.
The glory hole one from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was tough.
That glory hole one. That's if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to it.
The
It was enlightening for the kids.
the cancer hospital, the hospital that accidentally sent instead of have a great Christmas, sent 500 patients. You've got terminal cancer out by accident on a group text.
That was
Big. 3 hours later, they identified their problem and had to
what a world.
claw back.
Send a
All these
retraction.
things are great water worlds.
Browny, you've been a magnificent contributor because you were. When Deano and myself couldn't make it to Brody's wedding, you represented
I
us.
did.
Deano and myself had to work. Unfortunately, our bosses wouldn't let us go, so we had to go to Adelaide and get on the piss for 3 days straight
I wanted
and
to be
produce
there.
content. We wanted to be at Brody's, but you went along
I
for
did, and I wish I never made it to Adelaide the next day because I nearly never got home. I missed 2 flights home, remember?
Yes, and you famously were kicked out of an AFL function for vaping.
It's been a year.
Beck, any highlights?
Bus trip for sure.
Sure.
Oh my god, the cruises, can't beat them.
Yep. You, my brother.
I would say my highlight would be inviting, obviously, the 3 of you to my wedding, and then 2 of you not to show up, and then for the one to last 45 minutes and then leave. So that was probably, I'm
That's
glad
what you drove.
I did. I had to do Armchair Experts that night in the Docklands. What about the social content we've been getting from Beck this year? Absolutely
mate,
outstanding.
You've
So,
taken us to another level.
well done.
Yeah, Beck.
We're TikTok famous.
What's been your most favourite TikTok?
Oh, the Gilchrist one.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
Gilly one.
The tequila in the morning, first thing.
Oh.
I was on an empty stomach.
Went viral.
Mugs,
Yeah.
what's your favourite thing, Dean?
Probably Mugsy's trivia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we are very sincere here that we just struggled to find a sponsor. next year, Mugsy's trivia will be back. So I know, Mugsy, you were shocked when a bit of trivia started to come back. There was nothing against you. We genuinely couldn't find a sponsor.
Come in here and start chinning blokes.
Did you believe me when I said that was the reason for cancelling Mugsy's trivia?
Yeah. What?
His eyes had sadness in them.
It did, didn't it? He's like a sad puppy dog, but he's back now.
He's back.
Been a fantastic contributor.
Thanks very much.
And thanks for listening today, Brown Dog. You've been magnificent.
Anything else to say, Dog? You've got anything else to add?
No, we'll continue to provide good content online, so make sure you keep following Browny's podcast because I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah,
It's leading into sort of, I'm going to Aconcagua to climb a mountain, so I hope I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Then we've got Racing Tasmania again we might duck down to. We go to the Magic Millions. JB's going to be winning Group 1s all over the country.
I'm not sure about the Racing Tasmania one, but, that was a fun day.
One more.
That was my mate, Andrew Jenkins.
It was, yeah.
AJ. AJ.
Well, thanks for that bit of useless info.
I had to give him a shout-out.
Degenerates, thanks for listening. Thanks for getting our style or whatever.
WTB, baby.
That's big.
Oh, yes. Can we get a celeb to say that tomorrow? Meet you at the train station, Flinders Street, 9:30 a.m. sharp. Melbourne Cup Day, 29 degrees, beautiful weather. Big Swan's going to be fantastic. And I tell you what, Brown Dog's going to be there to look after us all.
There'll be that many people trying to get to JB at the Melbourne Cup. I want you guys to protect him like Jeffrey Epstein.
You didn't say it right.
Come on, can you go again, Brown Dog?
No,
as well as the guards protected Jeffrey Epstein.
See you later.
Love you all, degenerates.